What are you listening to? What are you feeling?
I've been really inspired by like some real just gutter hood music, like just listening to like Lil Reese Savage mixtape, listen to Lil Herb, Lil Bibby.
Butter.
The rise of Chief Keef and the whole GBE really put a huge spotlight on the Chicago music scene. This spotlight on artists in Chicago had friends and even enemies of Sosa starting to garner attention. This curiosity of the new wave started to spread across the city, where fans were looking directly at Chicago's local scene to see who was next to blow. Sosa was only, 16 when he blew up as a rapper? However, he left a blueprint for other local artists in Chicago to follow. For example, on the east side of Chicago, you had Lil Herb, now known as G Herbo, and Lil Bibby. Lil Bibby today is mostly known for his executive work behind the scenes, most notably his success with hip-hop legend Juice WRLD, which makes me feel extremely old because I remember Bibby being a major piece as an artist to the drill scene in Chicago back in the early 2010s.
I'm the truth, you could ask me for advice, baby. I'm the realest nigga in it and I'm half white. Got the dope line, I'm trying to get my cash right. Pop a now I can't remember shit from last night. My team eating, you broke, that's why you mad, right? Put some bodies on it so we had to trade our last pipe. Cause we be shooting shit, love to hit a tool spit. Bitches trying to kiss me, I don't know what you be doing, bitch.
I don't know. I don't even think I had no plans, man. I was just outside with my homies all day just doing the stuff that we was doing.
After a small stint in jail on a weed charge, Bibby seen peers in the city like Keith, Dirk, and Reese blowing up musically and decided he would give music a shot as well.
When I started doing music, I started recording and staying inside the studio, so it kept me out of trouble. So once I saw Chief Keef and Lil Dirk and Lil Reese rapping, I'm like, all right, watch this, you know?
Most of Bibby's earlier music featured his childhood friend Lil Herb, representing their team No Limit. Herb and Bibby grew up together and would come up in music together as well, starting off just recording themselves rapping into a phone with the instrumental playing in the background. The two collaborated so often that people assumed they were a group.
He started rapping first. We used to do that shit on the cell phone, bro, like 60-second videos, you feel me? The 60-second videos and shit. And not even videos, but flip phones, just the little recording memos. He used to record on that shit, then I heard it, I did the same shit that night. You know what I'm saying? But we was never like a group. We just was homies from the same area, just doing our thing, you feel me?
Voice memos on the flip phone, we would just rap over the beat. We'll send it to all my homies, you feel me? And they'll just all have it as they ringer.
Between late 2011 and 2012 is when Bibby and Herb would start releasing music recorded in the actual studio. Bibby was only 18 and Herb was only 16 at this time.
Where my niggas at? Sunny night. We on sunny night.
Big bucks, I get bucks. You got bucks, we stick up. Act tough, get hit up. Get laid down, then picked up.
Competition, I don't feel them. Send me threats, I don't fear them. Tired of talking,
He's my baby, I'm a wild boy. They biting, I switch my style, boy. Got a 30 shot, 40 cowboy. Y'all got revolvers like cowboys.
Things would really start to take shape once they collaborated with Chicago producer DJ L, who had elements of drill with a different bop. His production style was more similar to what we would hear out in New York and UK drill today.
I put money over these bitches cause I'm all about that sack.
young niggas, but we never played by that game way. Cold-hearted killers, get you blazed by that game way. Now I'm trying to wake the town, so my clips scrape the ground. If I ride round, I'ma get that.
Town, no limit gang. MB, we let pistols ring.
What made them stand out the pack of everybody else rapping is, yeah, they were making drill music, you could say, but their music was heavy on the bars. They were rapping over drill beats like Rockefeller or the Locks in their prime.
And a lot of people from Chicago can't do that. And for every line to be a bar and make sense and for people to fuck with it, I think that's why it was big.
Bibby, for somebody who really don't want to rap, he could rap with the best of them.
The type of nigga get shot, be out the same night. I'm from a crazy block, this shit can change my life. You the type of nigga get shot and get saved by Christ. Thinking God was with you. Now you showing up to court, you got your father with you. I said my squad.
Long nights waiting and stressing, thinking somebody got a baby on the 8 in the stretcher. But I'm all good, I probably drop 8 on the necklace, hit them all good. Bitch, I'm in the league like I ball on that hardwood. And these other rappers, what you record labels call good, everybody can't sign her, but they all should.
My Hood is the first song that got the duo some buzz, but Kill Shit is a song that took off nationally in a crazy way.
When it's drama time, run up on a nigga with the llamas flying.
Little boys all dramatized. Get it on the man where I'm on side of town.
Both me and Bibby Breaking Point was the Kill Shit record. It got us millions of views and a lot of exposure in the city. Like
in this era, Bibby and Herb were really looked at like sports athletes who were still in college that you knew would go crazy once they entered the league. Kill Shit got on the radar of artists like Drake, who DM'd Bibby saying, "Streets need that tape. I'm waiting on it. You and Herb the future." After Kill Shit, the duo started to work on their own solo material more, but still collaborated often.
Plan was always for us to do our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Whoever do whatever, whoever get big enough or bigger, you gonna reach for the other, you know what I'm saying?
By 2013, Bibby announced his debut mixtape Free Crack, while Herb announced Welcome to Fazoland. But if you know, you know. If you were really around for this time, you know that these two projects kept getting pushed back. It was a whole meme back then. Chicago blog Fake Short Drive even compiled a compilation of music from the duo titled Best of Lil Herb and Lil Bibby, Here Appearance. It wasn't official, but went on to become a classic due to their hype at the time. The project damn near official in my eyes at this point. Bibby's reasoning for pushing back Free Crack is he was getting noticed on a national scale by artists like Drake or even hoopers like Kevin Durant, and he wanted to prove that he was more than just a drill artist and show his diversity.
Once he did that, I had just paused for a little minute, and I was finna release my tape like in like some weeks or something. I'm like, now I gotta go back to the studio. I gotta put some new shit on here because I don't think it was ready for no Drake yet. And then he told me like he was in a meeting with Jay-Z. Like he said he had a little meeting with Jay-Z. He was playing our shit for Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z was really fucking with it. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta put some new shit. I gotta go back to the drawing board.
All hail King Bibby, youngin' from the block, but do the shit for my city. I can't trust the soul, so I keep the 9 with me. Ride sober than a bitch, you know Herb off Remy. I say I gotta keep my head above water. I've been going hard, gotta go a little hard.
Man, I like the soul joints, man. That's what I prefer those type of joints, man. I could talk about more on the drill beats. I can't really say too much, but all the guns, all the guns we got. So I can't really talk. It's hard.
I ain't gonna lie, I kinda lean more towards Soulful Bibby than Drill Bibby. On November 29th, 2013, Bibby officially released Free Crack 1, hosted by DJ Scream. It was well received by critics.
It did good, it did what it was supposed to do. I think what they got like 250,000 downloads on Dat Piff. And I think I released it through live mixtapes first. So, and it picked up on like every website, even Dat Piff, it got like 250,000. So yeah, it did good. Yeah.
Water was probably the biggest song from the project. One of my personal favorites was Bibby's Story.
Remember back when I ain't used to have a quarter? I started posting on blocks like place your order. With the crew, that's how we move. If it ain't about money, I ain't trying to talk.
What do you see? What big goals do you have in rap? Like, are you trying to win Grammys, VMAs?
Shit, all that, man. But this shit look crazy. I don't know how long. Like I said, this should take a different type of motherfucker, man. Like, I don't think this rap shit is really for no real street person. You gotta have a lot of patience to put up with these type of niggas.
Oh, yeah.
Cause man, I don't know.
How is life different from when you weren't doing music as compared to what it is now?
Well, I can't go too many places without being noticed like that.
It's gotta be a good feeling.
Sometimes I get tired of it sometimes, but I don't know, I don't get out a lot lately, and
just
when
working?
I do, it's just in the studio, I'm on a plane like every other day.
At some point after Free Crack 1, Bibby was signed to RCA under Kimo Sabe Records and hit the ground running, leading him to being on the 2014 XXL freshman cover.
They like, how the fuck is he a freshman? Young niggas spitting better than the veterans. I need the cover, why the fuck I gotta show with them? The whole world know these boys can't compare to him.
I mean, coming up in Chicago, coming up wherever you come up, you never expect to kind of see the world. Like,
I ain't gonna even lie, man. I gotta learn how to interact with different type of people and shit, cause, man, from Chicago, man, we all, you probably could tell, but like, we all funny acting, man, cause, man, we can't do nothing. You gotta keep your eyes open at all times, for real though. Like, I don't even like people behind me or shit. I be paranoid, man. I done got shot at so many times, man. That shit fuck you up a little bit, though.
Shortly after the XXL cover, Bibby released his second mixtape, Free Crack 2, hosted by DJ Drama, arguably better than Free Crack 1.
Hey, guess what should I start with them? I can tell these young boys ain't got no heart in them. I swear to God, I liked it better back when I was broke. I'm paranoid, I gotta keep my eyes on all these folks. Baby, why you pouring out your heart on beats? Dark nights, chest pains, remember I couldn't sleep? I swear to God, this is what I live for.
I gotta do this stuff, man. If it was my choice, I wouldn't do it, but I have to.
It comes like a point where you gotta put yourself out there or not.
Yeah, I have to. And I feel like I gotta be nice all the time, even though when I'm having bad days, I just want to snap on people.
Right.
I want to do that a lot of times, but I just gotta smile and how you doing, take pictures and shit like that. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
The next year in 2015, he followed up with Free Crack 3, which was supposed to be the last edition in the Free Crack series, but turned out to be his last full-length project to date. Bibby's career as a rapper hit a weird point after 2015 for things out of his control.
What's up with the label situation, bro? I mean,
everything's going good. It's moving at my pace. So I'm happy because of that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just sat back for a little minute to study, you know? I didn't want to just jump into anything and like jump into it too fast because I felt like I had to learn a lot about the game, you feel me?
He suffered from what a lot of his peers did in Chicago on a major label. Def Jam didn't really know how to push artists like Reese and Dirk. Interscope dropped Chief Keef after some time. In Bibby's case, his label slowed up the releases of his music.
I'm not gonna talk bad about it, man. I understand it now.
Oh no, I'm in general. I'm not saying it's on particular. I'm just.
I like everything about the business.
Now you played it politically correct.
Well, really, what people need to know is it is a business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kemosabe Records is a sub-label under Sony, and Kemosabe was led by producer Dr. Luke, who was sued by pop singer Kesha for sexual assault. Eventually, he was removed as CEO of Kemosabe by Sony. This affected Bibby because he started to lose priority on the label, which usually happens when executives start changing positions. This happened to a bulk of artists on Kemosabe at the time. Sony was the distributor, and Sony wanted to start distributing for artists who were actively making hits at that point.
For me, I do everything myself, you know what I'm saying? And the thing with me on record deals, they don't really do nothing. If you're not a priority for the label, they don't do much. So you gotta do everything anyway. So like you gotta have your own core people, your own core team pushing your music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of got too smart, man.
On top of that, Bibby started to have money issues and stated he was going broke trying to keep up with the Joneses with new clothes and jewelry.
You know, I look at my closet, and then I look at my bank account, I'm like, man. It's very humbling, yep. And I took some time off, like, okay, I need to learn what to do with money. And I really figured it out. It's like you gotta make money while you sleep.
In the same time period, he had to fire his management after finding out they were stealing money from him.
You had a situation where one of your former managers stole money from you?
I don't want to talk about that, Vlad. You just gonna piss me off. I need to know everything, what's going on. Ain't nothing, if something go through you, I'm calling whoever that you contacted. I need to make sure it was, I'm double checking everything now. You know what I'm saying?
And a love for music, let's just say, even dating back to the start of their career, Herb was the more outgoing, while Bibby was more standoffish. Fans used to joke that in all their old videos, Bibby used to look like he never wanted to be there.
I really don't like attention like that.
During the period of Sony slowing down his releases, Bibby started to drop nuggets on things he wanted to do outside of being just an artist.
I'm going to college, man, for real, man. You have to call me Dr. Bib, man, in the future, man. Dr. Bib in a minute, you dig?
Somebody told me Bibby quit rap to go to college.
He going to college. He ain't quit rap. If he can't quit rap, I ain't gonna let him. I'll be so mad at him. He can't quit rap. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
He said he really going.
I won't let him quit rap.
Before his unofficial retirement from music, Bibby dropped a bunch of singles and was teasing Free Crack 4 and No Limitations with G Herbo. But he would never drop music again as an artist after releasing his last song, Something, featuring Black Youngster.
I didn't have to rap a long time ago, and I never put out an album.
Bibby left the artist side and went to the business side of the music industry after his older brother G Money discovered the late Juice WRLD in 2017. First song he heard from Juice was All Girls Are the Same. But what really sold him on Juice was Lucid Dreams. He saw Juice as a superior talent to even himself and immediately opened resources for him, like getting Juice on Lyrical Lemonade way before he officially signed to him. Creating Grade A Productions alongside G Money and signing a venture deal with Juice WRLD with Interscope added artists like the Kid Laroi. Bibby never looked back at his rap career after that.
Me, G Money, Herb, and everybody that we know when we heard him, like it's undeniable music, you know what I'm saying? So we just put all the resources into him and it's just taking off like crazy.
Once Bibby decided to make that transition as an artist to a music executive, he started to face critiques that are only exclusive to this newfound position he's in.
TMZ is reporting rapper Juice WRLD is dead after suffering a seizure at Chicago's Midway Airport.
When's Juice WRLD's posthumous album dropping?
After Juice WRLD's tragic passing on December 8th, 2019, fans of Juice have shown frustrations of the label's handling of Juice's posthumous releases. If you look at Juice's posthumous releases in comparison to other artists that have passed, you kinda gotta respect how these status moving because they could really milk the situation. I know it sounds like I'm caping for Bibby, bro. I'm really not. But you can clearly see he trying to move about these releases with some type of class and respects to Juice's legacy, because he really had love for Juice. Now, if you put that legacy in somebody else's hands who only see dollar signs, I promise you would've got a bunch of releases by now.
I went to the funeral, man. Yeah. I ain't been to a funeral in about like 15 years.
Today, Grade A Productions has tapped into the new Chicago drill scene. I seen that they signed or was distributing for Bloodhound Lil Jeff before he passed away, and is currently working with Q50, who is affiliated with Lil Jeff and is an artist on the come up in Chicago as well. If you know, you know, so I'm not gonna say too much.
Really be stepping on shit, that nigga try to run, he fall, he fuck.
The whole point of this video was to highlight the music career for Bibby, but if you want me to talk about the bodies he got too, I could do that. Just let me know. With that being said, if you like this video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't like this video, that's cool too. Just make sure to dislike, but subscribe. It's Round Butter, and I am out.
I used to sleep on the floor. I'm never gonna do that no more.